Hey guys, it's Eric here and this is my unboxing and review of the Infinix Note 8. Another early release about 5 months after the Note 7. I guess we have to get used to seeing more than one successor in a year. The box kinda looks like a copy and paste from the Hot 10 that I reviewed. When you open it up, you're greeted with the smartphone. Let's take out the sticker on the front and on the back. This is the Deep Sea Luster color. It also comes in Iceland Fantasy and Silver Diamond. We have a warranty card, an envelope that houses the SIM ejection tool, a film screen protector, your X-Pack leaflet, your X-Club leaflet, and a transparent TPU case. Let's see how well this fits. You have all your necessary cutouts and it hides the camera bump properly. On the bottom compartment, you have an 18-watt fast charger with a lemon accent, a USB Type-C cable with an orange accent, and a pair of earphones which isn't a member of the Citrus family. For supported bands, we get a whole lot, including Glo 4G band 28. On the front, you have a 6.95-inch HD Plus IPS LCD display with 20.5 by 9 aspect ratio. On the top left corner, you have a peel cutout that houses a 16-megapixel dual camera with dual flash and a speaker. On the back, you have a 64-megapixel quad camera setup with quad flash. You also have some Infinix branding. On the left, you have a 3-in-1 tray that houses two 4G LTE nano SIMs and an SD card. On the right, you have a volume rocker and a power button which doubles up as your fingerprint sensor, sitting slightly lower than the frame. On the top, you have nothing. On the bottom, you have a speaker, a USB Type-C port, a 3.5mm headphone jack, and a microphone. About the design, Infinix has adopted the classic 2020 camera layout. The back and frame are made from plastic. It looks more youthful than premium, especially with the very crazy, shiny, glossy looking blend of colors. I think it's a little over the top for me. I would say the Silver Diamond color, which is the grayish one, is probably the best color to get. It attracts fingerprint smudges as expected. It's huge and heavy, not ideal for one-handed use. On the front, Infinix calls this the Dual Infinity O display. It has a bit of a chin, Corning Gorilla Glass protection, they didn't say which, so I'm guessing not the high-end one. It's really bright outdoors with great viewing angles. It basically looks like that of the 08, but looks is where the similarities end. Unlike the 08, it uses 60Hz refresh rate and the resolution is only HD, so YouTube videos are capped at 720p. It's the same resolution as the Note 7, so you are not getting an upgrade in display. Actually, the Note 7 has thinner bezels and chin. The design changes, however, is up to your personal preference. The Note 8 is trendy, but Note 7 is totally unique. To be honest, I will favor the Note 7. Note 8 comes with 128 gigs of storage and 6 gigs of RAM. You get about 114 gigs of available storage. We are running on Android 10 with XOS Dolphin version 7.1 slapped on top of it. When you swipe down from the top, you see that very little changes have been made from the version 7.0, so no major upgrades here. This is where it gets interesting. I was scrolling through a ton of bloatware Infinix packed into XOS. Lo and behold, I saw the X Note app, which we haven't seen since the Note 6 from last year. One of the main reasons the Note series was popular light years ago was the X Pen functionality, and having a stylus on the budget was a game changer for Infinix. Now, I don't know what Infinix is up to, but they definitely have not given up on what many will consider the true purpose of the Note series. I tried the X Pen from the Note 6 because Note 8 didn't come with one, and sadly it did not actually work on the Note 8. Writing with my finger kind of defeats the purpose, but there are some pens that actually work. It's the strangest thing, to be honest. Maybe a stylus in a case could be coming, just a wild guess. I could be wrong, probably wrong, we'll see. Infinix Note 8 uses the MediaTek Helio G80 octa-core CPU clocked at 2.0 GHz. It's a gaming chipset that is closely related to the Helio G70 on the Note 7 in terms of performance, but slightly better on paper. That means it feels just as snappy as the Note 7 and the difference is not that significant in real-life usage. It's pretty smooth all around when it comes to running your everyday apps for long periods of time. This is not a slow phone at all. I have picked it up a couple of times thinking it was my daily driver, only to realize my mistake after a long while. The fingerprint sensor is very fast and super accurate. The side-mounted system is very good for muscle memory. The face unlock works in every type of lighting, even in pitch darkness, but it can also unlock with your side view, and that type of aggressive facial recognition makes it less secure. Here's how the dual speakers compare side by side the dual speakers on the Note 7. When it comes to gaming, as usual, I played PUBG on HD graphics and high frame rates, the highest PUBG setting for this phone. I got the exact same smooth gameplay experience as I did on the Note 7, and it's probably because they use the same Mali G52 GPU. This also means it is not compatible with games like Fortnite. The Infinix Note 7 is powered by a 5200 mAh battery, and I put it through my usual battery tests, over 4 hours of PUBG, 2 hours plus on Facebook and Instagram, etc., all on Wi-Fi. This gave me over 11 hours of screen on time with 7% left to spare. Infinix Note series has always been one for long-lasting battery life, and this one is no different. It took me 55 minutes to charge from 0 to 60% and 2 hours and 21 minutes for a full charge. It supports fast charging, and I used the one that came in the box. The Note 8's camera is pretty feature-rich. We get Super Night Mode, portrait video, and slow-mo. It also shoots videos in 2K for the front and back camera, plus electronic image stabilization at 1080p. I'll be comparing it with the Note 7's camera. Let's see some photos. Using the selfie camera outdoors, we can definitely see a different color science between them. The Note 8 is more natural looking, while the Note 7 has this burnt orange aesthetic. The Note 7, as you know, oversharpens and it does appear to show more details, also less prone to overexposure. With portrait mode, they both have similar margin for error in terms of depth sensing. If you look around the side of my beard, that seems to be the problem area on both. With the primary camera, we see the Note 8 pulling far ahead in terms of texture, skin tone, exposure, saturation, and details. The Note 8 beats the Note 7 by a long shot. With portrait mode, I can see a crop factor on the Note 8 and it also stands out as the better photo, but the sense of depth is pretty much the same. On non-human subjects, the Note 7 appears more saturated and a lot more people would prefer it over the natural looking tones of the Note 8. I mean, the reds are redder and the greens are greener. We get two different colors of the sky here, but in terms of dynamic range, I have to give it to the Note 8. As for the actual details, even though the Note 8's camera has more megapixels, when you crop all the way in, the Note 7 still has it beat in terms of details. With the selfie camera indoors, you kind of see how close they are to each other. The Note 8 is actually more detailed and natural looking, while the Note 7 only comes close because it is over-sharpened. Using the primary camera, the Note 8 appears brighter, but the skin tone looks kinda lifeless, whereas everything looks good on the Note 7 as far as mid-rangers go. With portrait mode, we can see how the Note 8 struggles with indoor lighting. Note 7 handles low light a lot better. Speaking of which, I prefer the Super Night mode on the Note 8, even though the shadows are a lot darker than it is on the Note 7. You can call the dual front-facing flash on the Note 8 a tiny spec upgrade because clearly screen flash alone isn't cutting it. So this is how that ultra stable mode on the Note 8 compares to the video on the Note 7. The video on the Note 7 is stabilized electronically, but this one also same thing. AI is turned on both. This one is a little bit cropped in. That's the Note 8, and the Note 7 has a wider field of view, if you can see that. So I am testing out the ultra steady mode with the Note 8 and then the default on the Note 7, which is also stabilized electronically. You guys should let me know. This is the primary camera, of course, and I'm just going to move around so you guys can see which one is more stable or if they are both the same. I feel like the video on the Note 8 is cropped, at least from the selfie video that I did. I noticed that it was cropped, and while the Note 7 had a wider field of view, something which a lot of people would prefer. So currently I am using screen record to kind of capture how this bokeh thing works. I'm just going to hit the bokeh right now, and yeah, so pretty much blurs everything behind me. It's not perfect, but actually it would do for a device from this range. So I am using the bokeh effect from the front-facing camera, and this is shooting in 720p because that is the only mode that you can shoot on with the bokeh effect around me. So far it's pretty fair. I feel like this is one of those fun things that people use for social media, and then that's it. So this is the front-facing camera of the Infinix Note 8 shooting in 2K, and here's what the audio sounds like. The Infinix Note 8 is only an incremental upgrade from the Note 7. Note 8 has a slightly better processor, battery, camera, and USB Type-C, all of which is to be expected within the short time between their launch dates. To Note 7 users, you don't need to sell yours to buy this unless of course there's some camera feature you're dying to use. I doubt that's the case though. I would say that the Note 8 is begging for an edge over the Note 7, and bringing back the stylus would have been a terrific idea for its unique selling point. It's priced at 90,400 Naira, which converts to $200 and you get an even better deal on the Note 8i, which is a smaller version that uses the same CPU, GPU, battery, and you have the option of less storage space at a starting price of 65,700 Naira, which converts to $150. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and share it. Also follow me on Twitter and Instagram to see what I'm up to. Do subscribe for more videos like this, as it will mean a lot to me, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.